everybody, welcome back to Suck Less Saturday. I am Neil. Where are we at? Scottsdale.
We're at C2 Tactical in Scottsdale.
Scottsdale. There's two C2s and I always get them wrong. We're not in Tempe.
We are at C2 Tactical in Scottsdale, my home range.
Yes. These guys are awesome. We've been here all weekend training, and holy cow, they rolled out the red carpet.
Yeah, big time.
I'm telling you, I'm from South Dakota. When I get down here, I love coming here. This is a really fun range. This is great. They take good care of us. Hey, I want to talk a little bit about sucking less at something, and we've been kind of playing with this a little bit over the weekend with a class that we just did.
Yeah.
And I want you to talk about it some more.
You need a shot timer because that which gets measured gets worked on. The Range Tech Timer is the official timer of Active Self-Protection because it is versatile, reliable, feature-rich, and very economical. Check out all it can do at the link below.
So yeah, we had a great class here this weekend with a bunch of good shooters, good dudes that were learning to get better. And one of the things that we see all the time, and something that maybe it can help you to suck less this week, is the concept of what we call a physiological state of engagement. Now, that's physiological state of engagement. It sounds like a big term. It's not my term. I got it from Senior Grandmaster Skip Hancock. And what we call there is that when I am in a physiological state of engagement, I have all the tension that I need to, so all the necessary tension and no unnecessary tension. Also known for regular normal humans as relax. So I get tension where I need tension, and I get relax where I need relax. And I think that one of the things that we see with especially newer shooters, or I think I get it all the time as a kind of a more advanced shooter when I'm trying to push myself to a farther place, or when I am in an unfamiliar environment. Maybe I'm doing something that I'm not super familiar with, or there's pressure, whether that's the pressure of a camera on you, your instructor that you really like is paying attention to you, or something like that. So then what I get this thing is I get this tension, and I get this idea, and where I see it all the time, if I turn around, as I see shooters and they start getting this kind of forward pressure in their shoulders,
right?
Or I see them kind of start cocking their head to the side, so I start to see their shoulders creep up, they start to creep forward, and they start to get down like this. I also see guys, if I back up, I've seen this a number of times, that you'll see guys kind of start getting on the balls of their feet. They start going, and oh geez, and I tense up in all these places. And so my thing for you for Suck Less this week is to think about relaxing. Now, when I say relaxing, you've got to have some tension, right? When I draw a gun and put it out here, I need tension in my forearms because I'm gripping. So I need a lot of tension in my forearms because my grip comes from my forearms, right? That's the muscles that grip your fingers.
Yep.
But I need just a tiny bit of tension in my core in order to stand up straight. I need a little bit of tension in my glutes and in my lats, but I don't need tension other than that. Particularly, I think in my neck, in my shoulders, and in my back, I want to relax. And I think also my quads and my calves, relax. What can I get to relax? Now, by that, I don't mean be loosey-goosey.
Right.
I mean no unnecessary tension. So what might that feel like? So you get a gun out, and now what? So maybe I'm standing here and I'm about to draw a gun. So I get the gun out, and now I'm thinking and just thinking through this idea. And I'm going, where am I tense that I don't need to be tense? Right? So here I've got a gun out and on there, and I've got really good forearm pressure. You can see the muscles in my forearms are tense, and they should be tense. But then I ask the question, I will tell you, John gets this habit that I kind of dip my head a little bit. I kind of, and that gives me tension in the back of my neck. And then I ask myself the question, am I tense in my neck? Stop that, relax that. And almost all the time what I see people do is what'll happen is their shoulders will come down. And I go, pull your shoulders back and relax. Think about my feet a little bit, relax. All right, good. Now I've got the tension that I need to get, and I ask myself, what else can I not be tense and get the shot that I need? And then once I do that, now I start working my trigger and start doing my thing. And I'll show you kind of maybe what that looks like if I do tense everything like that and if I don't. So let's make Neil shoot this one first. So here's what I'm going to do. I want you to step up to the line, and maybe why don't we shoot here at the 7-yard line, and we are going to shoot 2 headshots. Okay. That's all we're going to do. We're going to, we don't have to waste a bunch of ammo. But on this first iteration, I just want you to think the camera's watching. The whole world is going to see how good you are at this. And let's see what he gets, shall we? Something you might not be able to see down here, I'm downrange, is the fact that we actually have a Range Tech timer down here on the target. So kind of neat, because yes, you'll get an audible beep, but you also get a big green flash. And so you can go visually as well as audibly, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and I find that students sometimes get worried that they're going to shoot that thing. And first off, I'd say don't shoot that thing.
Yeah, don't shoot that thing.
But
that's bad.
Worst case scenario, that's not a crazy expensive thing to have down there, and it's a great lesson.
It's a great lesson. Yep. All right, so the whole world's watching, and we're all going to laugh at you, and everything sucks, okay?
All
so
right.
you're going to draw and fire 2 to the head. Shooter ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Okay. So a 2.35, we had a 5-second part time in there because I'm stupid and I didn't do that. But as you can see on your Range Tech timer here, we had a 2.35. So we had a first shot at 1.5. Shoot, a 1.5 headshot at 7 yards. We're not gonna be angry about that. Neil's not super excited about that. Okay, now here's what I want you to do. We could do a couple more of those, but I think that's not a bad performance from you. Okay, so now what I want you to do, I want you to draw your firearm.
Okay.
Sight it on the target, and now I want you to think about those tensions, necessary and unnecessary, right? You need these forearm tension, but you see how your shoulders are forward, right? Can you relax a little bit? Set your head up nice and tall. Where else are you holding tension that you don't need to? Your legs, stuff like that. Are you relaxed where you can? Kind of that idea of, okay, am I good? Am I good? I've got good tension here, and I'm relaxed where I can be. You feeling good?
Yep.
All right, put the gun away. Now we're gonna do the same thing with that. That's the feeling I want you to feel. Tense where I need tense, no tense where I don't need tense.
Okay.
Okay? Shooter ready. Stand by. Huh. Now, okay, straight up, Neil. How much sandbagging did you do there?
I did not do any. Why?
So your first shot was a 1.47, so about the same, but your follow-up there was a 0.5 instead of a 0.85. So you ran 1.97, you're 0.4 of a second faster, 20% faster, with just one iteration of relax.
I feel like it was my shoulders.
Yeah, 100%.
And I've talked about this on Suck Less with John Johnston.
Yeah.
You know, he busted me out at his class, and he's like, man, you're tense. And anybody that's gone to a class with the two of us knows that we compete a little bit, and then we get in each other's head a little. and I get tense when I'm competing. I'm like, I gotta go, I gotta go.
I gotta get fast.
And so I noticed it in the first one. As soon as I shot the first shot, I'm like, oh, it's my shoulders. And it took a minute fast. It took a quarter second or 0.4 of a second to find that dot the second time.
Okay, we're gonna do one more iteration, and this time you are going to loosey-goosey, all right? So we're going to relax our shoulders, pull them back a little bit. No unnecessary tension. The only tension you need from here is in your forearms, okay?
Okay.
Shooter ready. Oh, and you're out.
And I'm out.
Now, a 1.44 first shot. He didn't get his second shot. A 1.44 as his first shot. But so I mean, 600ths is not what you call ridiculously faster. I mean, you're still in that same spot. How many of you would love to be able to get a 1.44 headshot at 7 yards?
In the nose.
In the nosy. A 1.44 headshot at 7 yards is banging, dude. That's a professional standard in an A zone, let alone at a headshot. So I will say this. I think if you just take a little time and think through that idea of relaxing, I think you'll suck less.
No, I think you're 100% right. And for me especially, and this whole thing is about me, right? We're all trying to make Neil suck less, right? No, but for me, that is something that is really real. And frankly, I see it. So when it's real for me, I look forward to other people, and I see it all the time. We saw it this weekend with some of these guys. They're like, oh, we're getting a gun out for the first time out of a holster? Okay. And they tense up. And so when you can just relax, and as many rounds as I put down range, as many classes as I've taken over the years, I still do this. So it's just something I got to be present with.
And I see it at every level. I see people at every level of shooting do this. And so, you know, sometimes that's because I have internal pressure. Sometimes it's because I have external pressure. Yep. Sometimes I just don't feel very competent. Sometimes I'm nervous because I'm worried what this gun's going to do. I'm worried about what it means, what my stuff is going to say, and we'll talk about that another day. But the big idea is for right now, check in with your body and relax.
I love it. So folks, this week, as you're in your dry fire, as you're doing your work, if you make it to the range, great. Understand, ammo is stupid expensive if you can find it. But if you get into your dry fire, please get into your dry fire and think about that relaxation stuff.
It'll make you faster and better, I promise you.
See you next week. Let's suck less.